off to Rick Patberg. Rick on the bounce to Ron Patberg. The Rangers in a man-to-man defense. Underneath it goes to Yoakum in the lane. Back outside to Patberg. He penetrates, gets cut off, and gets it back outside to Yoakum. A whistle, and it goes to the play. First quarter, and here comes Scott Klimper. The Raiders will play a man-to-man. Scott Klimper brings it up floor for Forest Park. Out on the wing it comes to Brinkman. Brinkman picked up by Steinhardt, brings it around the top of the key to Clem. Clem now off to Klimper. Klimper baseline move, cut off by Steinhardt, puts up a 10-footer, no good. Steinhardt's called for the foul. Steinhardt picks up his first foul on the Raiders. Klimper at the free throw line, first one's up and good. Forest Park has the first point of the evening. 1-0 Rangers. Klimper, a veteran senior, at the line. Sets and fires and misses this time. The rebound tipped by Wire, no good, and brought down by Noss. He whips it out on the wing to Patberg. Patberg all the way down to the baseline, back outside to his brother. He goes into the baseline, stops, gets cut off, looks for help, has to get rid of it, gets it to Steinhardt. Steinhardt double teamed in the lane. Rangers playing tenacious defense. Outside it comes to Patberg. Underneath to Yoakum. Yoakum double team, puts it up off the glass and scores. Todd Yoakum has two, and the Raiders lead 2-1. Southridge stays in the man-to-man defense as Forest Park has the basketball. Clem deep in the corner on the right side. Brings it back to the top of the key and Brinkman. Brinkman out to Klimper. Klimper on the wing, looks inside, goes on the dribble, backs in against Patberg. Bounce pass off to Clem, stolen away by Patberg. Rick Patberg with the steal, first turnover for the Rangers. Yoakum on a drive to the basket, stops, shoots, misses, rebound, Brinkman has it. Brinkman up floor quickly to Klimper. He tries to get the break going the other way. Through the lane. Dishes off to Wire. Wire from 10. Short. Rebound. Hits the floor. Patberg has it. He's on the run. One-on-one against Klimper. He goes all the way in. Swept away by Klimper. And he's caught 22 to play here in the first quarter of action. Patberg at the line. First one's on the way and good. 3-1 Southridge now. Ron Patberg at the line looking for his second point. Second one is on the way and it rims in. 4-1. Raiders lead here in the early going. 6:20 on the clock and Winholt brings it up 4 for Forest Park. Winholt through the leg dribble off to Klimper. Klimper picked up quickly by Patberg. Now a double team by the Patbergs and off to Winholt. Winholt looks in the corner to Clem. Clem holds it above his head. Back outside to Klimper. Klimper drives in, puts up a 10-footer, rims it and out, no good. Winholt follows for the rebound, forces it back up, no good, and a foul will be called. Right. 4-1 is the score. Southridge on top. Exactly 6 minutes on the clock, and Winholt misses the first, hits the front of the rim and falls down. They'll have another try to cut that lead to 2. The junior guard, the only junior starter for Forest Park, puts it up and hits it this time. 4-2 the score. Raiders on top with the basketball. Patberg will bring it up 4. Rick on the dribble to the top of the key. Moves it to the left side. Bounce pass in the corner to Ron. Top the key to Steinhardt. Steinhardt down the lane. 15-footer on the way. Drilled it. Ron Steinhardt from 15 gets his first two. It's 6-2 Raiders. Full court pressure by Patberg, and Winholt gets it in. Back to Klimper, and now they fall off. Klimper at the timeline is met by Patberg. Now to Winholt. Off to Clem. Clem above his head, back to Klimper. Klimper across the key to Winholt. Winholt drives around his man, puts up a 15-footer, rattles in and out, no good. Tip is high in the air, brought down by Clem, back up and in. Nice rebound by Greg Clem. Andy Noss got his hand on it a couple times but couldn't control it, and finally Clem yanked it down, stuck it back in. 6-4 the score. Steinhardt with the ball for the Raiders. Drives against Clem, spins baseline, puts it up, no good, and the foul will be called on Brinkman. Junior guard, or Reinke junior forward, rather. Puts it up, and it misses. Caught the iron and fell off.
Well, you're right. Sometimes there, Denny. Sometimes he is the lanky junior guard.
He plays both positions, but tonight he's at the forward spot. Second one on the way as Steinhardt drops it through this time. He has 3. It's 7-4. Raiders lead by 3 as the clock moves to the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Clem on the bounce. Gets it off to Winholt. Winholt gives it back to Klimper on the left wing, and they start the motion offense. Klimper drives around Patberg, looks for a man cutting, gives it off to Winholt. Down the lane to Wire. Bounce pass inside to Brinkman, slapped away by Hilsmeyer. Picked back up by the Rangers. Back outside to Klimper. Underneath to Clem, knocked away by Steinhardt, and picked up by Patberg. Raiders with the steal. On the run, here comes Patberg down floor. Now slows it up, sets up the offense. Here's Ron in the lane to Noss. He puts it up no good, and he was fouled on the play. Noss's basket will not count as Patberg was fouled on the pass. The foul goes against Winholt. That'll be that time. 4:36 on the clock. Raiders with the ball. Steinhardt inbounds at the Patberg. Looks for Noss inside. Can't get it to him. And now gives it back to Rick. Now to Ron Patberg. Raiders cut through the lane. Ron dribbles in, bounces it off to Steinhardt. He's triple teamed, and Klimper takes the ball away from him, and they call a jump ball. Steinhardt got into the lane and was triple teamed, and Klimper came in and grabbed the basketball, and they'll tie it up for a jump ball at the Raider end. 4:23 on the clock here in the first quarter. Steinhardt to jump it against Klimper. Tip controlled by Southridge. A whistle. Patberg with the ball, takes it down to the baseline. Ron deep in the corner with it, lobs to Noss inside, puts it up off the glass and in. Andy Noss with his first two on a nice pass from Ron Patberg. 9-4, Raiders lead by 5. Here comes Klimper, 12-footer on the way, good. Scott Klimper with a nice individual move, gets his third point. Cuts the lead back to 3 at 9-6. We're halfway through the first quarter. Patberg on the dribble for Southridge. Deep in the corner, Ron has it, goes baseline, puts it up and in. Ron Patberg with a baseline jumper, gets his fourth point, 11-6 Raiders. 3:45 to play in the first quarter. Klimper has it, goes through his hands, picks it back up, double team, now off to Winholt, and in the corner to Clem. Clem sets up the offense, looks for Klimper cutting through, can't get it to him. Now Scott gets it to the top of the key and sets up the offense with Winholt. Clem deep in the corner on the left side, holds it above his head, goes on the dribble. Deeper in the corner now to Klimper. Klimper with 4 men along the baseline will pull it back outside as Forest Park sets up the offense once more. Now Greg Clem has it on the right wing, guarded by Steinhardt. Deep in the corner, Klimper. Klimper is open, 12-footer on the way. It's too long. Rebound, Winholt has it, spins, puts it back up and in. Stan Winholt with his second offensive rebound, follows it up for the basket this time, and it's 11-8. Raiders by 3. Winholt has 3 points. 3 minutes on the clock. Patberg with the basketball, guarded closely by Klimper, gets it off to Ron Patberg. He drives in, dishes it off to Rick. Rick from 15 hits. Rick Patberg with his first two. 13-8, Raiders by 5. All 5 Raiders starters have scored. Hilsmeyer in the game is yet to score for Southridge. 2:40 on the clock. Klimper with the basketball, got an open lane, lays it up and in. Oh, he missed it. Klimper couldn't get it to fall, and Hilsmeyer pulls off the rebound. I tell you, he was wide open. Patberg gives it off to Steinhardt. Steinhardt baseline drive. Dan tries to dish it back inside, knocked away, picks it back up. Now Patberg from 15 hits. Rick Patberg from the top of the key gets his 4th point. Southridge stretches it out to a 7-point lead at 15-8. 2:10 on the clock here in the first quarter. Klimper deep in the corner to Winholt. He lets it fly from 18, rims in and out, no good. Tipped around, brought down by Steinhardt. Steinhardt controls it in the corner, fought by Winholt. Brings it up floor. Raiders 4-on-2 underneath to Noss. Noss catches it, puts it up, and misses it. Rebound, Hilsmeyer tips. Can't get it. Clem brings it down, stolen by Patberg. Patberg sets up the offense for the Raiders. A lot of action on that exchange. Raiders with a basketball. Ron Patberg with it, out on the wing. Top of the key to Hilsmeyer. Hilsmeyer looks inside for a cutter. Gets it off to Steinhardt on the wing. Steinhardt fakes the 10-footer. Now goes on the dribble, down to the baseline. Takes a 12-footer and misses it. Rebound, Hilsmeyer tips no good. And Brinkman brings it off. He traveled. No, he was 7-point lead.
Raiders shooting 67% so far, Denny. It's 6 of 9. They've missed their last 2. They were 6 of 7.
Here's Klimper with the basketball. Inside, knocked away, foul. Winholt zips it inbounds to Brinkman. Brinkman, guarded closely by Hilsmeyer, works around him and gives it off to Winholt again. Winholt deep in the corner, back outside to Klimper. Klimper sets it up with the clock reading 1:10. Klimper around Patberg, dishes underneath to Clem, muscles up, no good. Rebound, tipped and brought down by Klimper out deep. Klimper zips it underneath to Clem again.
Working the ball well, Denny. They've got some open shots underneath, but they just haven't fallen.
Clem at the line, he has 2 points. The Rangers are 50% at the line tonight. Clem's free throw is good. 3 points for Greg Clem, and it's 15-9. The Raiders by 6. Ron Wilgus will shed a jacket and head for the scorer's bench. For Forest Park, he checks in, and who will go out? Brinkman will leave the contest. Ron Wilgus, a 6'2" senior. Good outside shooter and good rebounder. 15-9 the score, exactly a minute on the clock, and Clem's second free throw is good again. He has 4 points. It's 15-10, Raiders by 5. Forest Park in a man-to-man defense. As Patberg brings it down to Hilsmeyer. He's open from 12. It's short. Gets his own rebound. Comes back inside. 8-footer. No good. Rebound. Noss back up and in. Andy Noss with a nice offensive board. Puts it back off the glass for a basket. It's 17-10. Raiders by 7. 40 seconds on the clock. Klimper on the dribble against Patberg. Now outside to Winholt. Tries to step in. Now gets cut off. Back to Klimper. Klimper through the lane. Bounce past Wilgus. Wilgus double pumps. Puts it up. No good. Rebound hits the floor, and he has it. Wilgus knocked away by Patberg. Recovered by Winholt. Winholt back to Klimper with 19 seconds. Klimper down the middle is open. Shovels it up. No good. Rebound hits the floor. Out of bounds. Inbound it comes to Wilgus. Lob for Wire. Stolen by the Raiders. 11 seconds left. Patberg underneath to Hilsmeyer. Hilsmeyer, 8-footer on the way. No good. He's fouled on the play. Foul will be quarter clock. Steinhardt deep in the corner to Patberg. Rick on the dribble to Ron with 4. 18-footer. Rims no good. Rebound tip no good. Rebound, and that ends the quarter.
The entire stock of boys and girls jeans are 20.
It'll be Noss and Wire to tip it up. Start second quarter. Denny?
Tips controlled by the Rangers. Winholt brings it down to Wire. Wire in the lane. Turns off the glass. No good. And the Noss is called for the foul. As Wire's unique free throw shooting style is at the line. He balances it on one hand. And now takes the shot. And it rattles in and out. No good. Tonight it's 17-11. Raiders by 6. Patberg with the basketball for Southridge. Down the corner to Steinhardt. Steinhardt in the middle of Yoakum. He spins through the lane, stripped away by Klimper, but picked up by Patberg. Patberg across the top of the key, now to Steinhardt. He's open for a moment, doesn't get the shot away. Picked up quickly by Wilgus, looks for help, nearly throws it away. Patberg tries to save it, and it goes off. Inbound it comes to Patberg as Forest Park still plays the man-to-man. Ron Patberg with it, now to Steinhardt. Steinhardt posts up, 12-footer, air ball, hits out of bounds, and it goes to Forest Park. Steinhardt shot out of bounds.
With that miss, Denny, Southridge now an even 50% from the field.
Klimper and Winholt work it up floor for Forest Park. Down by 6. They could cut it to 4 here. Klimper with it, now to Winholt, back to Klimper. He directs traffic. Looks for help and gives it to Winholt deep in the corner. Winholt back out to Klimper. Klimper brings it across the key, gets a pick, and off to Klim. Now Wire takes it down the baseline, puts it up and in. Nice play by Chris Wire. He has 3 points, and the Rangers cut it to 4 at 17-13. Raiders run play number 2 this time as Patberg has the basketball down in the corner to Steinhardt. Steinhardt back to Patberg. Rick with it at the top of the key. Now to Ron in the corner. Ron takes it baseline, bounces it into Steinhardt. He takes an 8-footer and hits it. Ron Steinhardt with his 5th.
The shot went in by Steinhardt, and now Andy Noss will have one and perhaps the bonus.
Noss to shoot the 1-and-1 with the Raiders holding a 6-point lead. The free throw is up and good. Andy has Noss' second shot is no good. A rebound comes down to Wire. And here comes Forest Park up floor with a break. Klimper puts it up from 12 and hits. Man, I don't see how he got that one off, but it dropped right through. Klimper with his 5th point makes it 20-15. Raiders by 5. Yoakum in the corner, lets it fly from 18, drills it. Todd Yoakum with his 4th point, 22-15. Raiders by 7. A couple substitutions will check in at the next stop. Klimper works it down to the baseline. Underneath it goes to Klim. He'll put it up, and he's fouled for Winholt. Klim to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Free throw is up and off.
Always looking for position underneath.
He'll take a second free throw, and it'll miss for him, and the rebound comes down to Todd Yoakum. Set Raiders by 7 with 5:50 on the clock. Tom Barnett with the basketball on the dribble to Hilsmeyer. Hilsmeyer looks for a man cutting through the lane, gives it back outside to Barnett. Now to Hilsmeyer again. Set the pick. Hilsmeyer cuts down through and gives it off to Yoakum. Now to Patberg. He penetrates. Yoakum takes a 16-footer and hits it. Todd Yoakum with his 6th point. A nice jump shot from straight on, and it's 24-15, a 9-point Raider lead, their biggest of the night. 5:20 on the clock as Klimper works against Barnett. Gives it up to Klim. Klim looks for Huffman cutting through the lane, can't get it to him. Now brings it outside to Wilgus. Wilgus back to Klim. Klim fakes, gives the head fake, passes it off to Wilgus, back to Klimper. Clock moving towards 5 minutes here in the first half. Wilgus with the basketball. Huffman cuts through the lane, loses it, and picked up by Patberg. Here come the Raiders 3-on-2 break. Patberg all the way down the middle, tries to pass it up. The ball's kicked away and picked up by Wire. Wire crosses the timeline, knocked away by the Raiders, picked up by Hilsmeyer underneath to Wilgus. Wilgus lays it up and in. Raiders sends it inbounds right to Ron Wilgus, and Wilgus just picked it up and had the snowbird. He gets the first two of the night, 24-17. Good hustle, but bad result for Southridge. Barnett kicks it off his foot, and Wilgus picks it up for the Rangers. Forest Park with the basketball, down by 7. They could cut it to 5. Good move by Clem. He puts it up, no good, and he's fouled. Seems to be around the ball all the time, Dave.
As I mentioned, Denny, he scraps a lot. He's an aggressive player, and he makes the most out of the chances that he has.
He'll shoot a pair here with 4:25 on the clock, and the Raiders leading by 7, 24-17. Clem's free throw is off the mark again, short this time. Forest Park having some troubles at the line.
5 of 11. They've missed their last 3.
Clem will take the second one, and it'll drop through for him this time. He has 5 points. 6-point Southridge lead at 24-18. Full court pressure this time by the Rangers, but Southridge breaks it as Barnett brings it across the timeline. Looks for help and gives it to Hilsmeyer. Hilsmeyer starts to run the offense to Barnett now. Barnett on the dribble. Gets a pick to give it off to Yoakum. Yoakum lobs inside for Noss. Noss turns towards the basket, puts it up and in. Nice shot by Andy Noss. He's got 7 points. It's 26-18. Raiders by 8. Klimper around Barnett. Takes the 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Yoakum has it, and he's fouled from behind for the first time this evening.
4 of 6 for Southridge as the team.
Yoakum hits his first. He has 7 points. Chance to give the Raiders a 10-point lead, which would be their biggest. Second one is dropping through again. Southridge does lead by 10, 28-18. Shannon Hoffman on the dribble now. Gives it off to Klimper. Klimper bounce pass to Clem. Ball's dropped loose, and we'll have a jump ball. Barnett with a good hustle underneath this time. Tips controlled by Klimper. Klimper on the dribble to Clem. Clem through the lane, loses it, picked up by Hilsmeyer. Hilsmeyer off to Yoakum, down quickly to Barnett. Barnett on the dribble down to the corner. Picked up double team. He looks for help, lobs it back outside to Patberg. Patberg now to Barnett. Barnett on the dribble. Gives it back outside to Yoakum. Yoakum to Patberg. Patberg in the corner, lobs to Noss in the lane, turns, shoots, scores. Andy Noss with his 9th point on the pass from Patberg, and it's 30-18. The Raiders by 12 now. 3 minutes on the clock here in the first half. Wilgus lobs across the Wire. Wire underneath, knocked away by Yoakum, picked up by Huffman. Back inside, Clem muscles it up, and it won't drop, but he's fouled on the play by Yoakum, who picks up his 3rd foul. And that'll bring Steinhardt off.
Free throw line at 6 of 12.
First opportunity by Clem is off the mark. He'll step back up and have another chance. He's got 5 points on the evening. Hospital, a 6'1" senior who does a good job off the bench, always seems to provide a spark. Clem's second was no good, but Wire knifes in for the rebound and puts it up and in. Chris Wire with a rebound off the missed free throw. He gets his 5th point, and it's 30-20, Southridge. Hilsmeyer in the corner, steps in, 12-footer on the way, no good. Rebound to Wire. Wire is fouled by Patberg.
Steele, Denny got the arm instead.
The ball on one hand and lets it fly, and it is no good. Rebound controlled by Steinhardt of Southridge. Steinhardt works it up floor, down to Patberg in the corner. Patberg loses it, picks it back up, and steps on the line. Turnover against the Raiders is their 4th, and Phil Park will check into the action. Park comes in for Hilsmeyer, and Ron Patberg will come in the next break. 30-20, Rangers by 10. Rangers with the ball. Wilgus underneath to Klimper. Klimper steps on the baseline. Klimper got pressure that time to replace Barnett. Forest Park now with full court man-to-man pressure, but Patberg carries it across the timeline to Noss. Back to Patberg. In the corner to Park. Park looks for Noss inside. Now gives it to Patberg. Off to Ron. Ron holds it above his head. Gives it to Steinhardt. Steinhardt as the Raiders spread the floor and start to look inside the Noss. Noss turns, spins back to Patberg. 12-footer on the way. Good. Rick Patberg with the assist from Andy Noss that time. Reversed the roles a little bit, and he gets his 6th point. Timeout for
the open man, Denny, and didn't force it. Got it right to him.
Here come the Rangers on the break. Wilgus goes inside, off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, hits the floor 3 times, goes out of bounds, and it goes to Forest Park. And Ron Steinhardt was the last. 32-20. Raiders by 12. Rangers with the ball. Klimper has it. 1:35 to play. Southridge still in a man-to-man defense. Klimper around Patberg, cuts down the lane, gives it off to Wilgus. Pump fake, bounce pass back outside to Klimper. Klimper from 15, hit. Scott Klimper has his 7th point. The Raiders lead by 10 at 32-20, and the Rangers will trap at midcourt now with a 1-3-1 zone trap. Park has it go through his hand. He picks it back up, chases it down, gives it off to Patberg. 15-footer by Rick, no good. Rebound Steinhardt, back up, no good. Rebound Steinhardt, double pump, back up, no good. Rebound Steinhardt, back up, no good. And he's fouled. Ron gave him an A for effort. He just kept putting it back, and the Raider. Now he goes to the line to shoot a 2-shot foul. And he hits it. 1:02 on the clock. Steinhardt's second chance is off the mark, and Noss nearly had the rebound, but wire knifed in front of him. Under a minute now in the first half. Raiders by 11, and they fall back into a zone defense. Forest Park sees a zone for the first time. With 48 seconds left, they might just hold for a last shot, Dave. Now they start the offense in motion as Patberg comes out to trap on Klimper. Back to Wilgus, to Klimper with 35. Klimper double teamed to Hospiter. 30 seconds on the clock now as Klimper starts it the other way to Hospiter. Deep in the corner to Wilgus, lobbed in for Wire, knocked away by Patberg. Knocked away by Park, loose on the floor, out of bounds. It goes to Forest Park. This side from the side court, 24 seconds left in the half. Wilgus gets the inbound to Klimper. Klimper baseline drive, knifes through, puts it up, steps on the baseline, out of bounds. Southridge has the basketball. 8 turnovers on the Rangers. Again, the 1-3-1 trap for Forest Park, but Patberg gets it across, knocked loose, out of seconds left in the half. Raiders more than likely will go for one shot here. 15 seconds on the clock. They lead by 11. Knocked away by Hospiter, picked up by the Raiders. Patberg in the corner with 9, lets it fly, no good. Rebound, Park saves it in to Steinhardt. Steinhardt to Patberg through the lane, whistle, and a foul call on Forest Park with 2 seconds. With a 1-and-1 attempt. Free throw is up and no good. Park tips it up and in at the buzzer. Bill Park.
Good old car is not the good old car.
And Hospiter, or excuse me, Winholt not in the lineup. Hospiter on a break on the tip, puts it up, blocked by Patberg, and he's called for the foul from behind. Hospiter will be going to the line to shoot a 2-shot foul. 5 seconds into the second half, and Hospiter 35-23, Raiders by 12. Second one hits again. Hospiter with 2 free throws to start the second half of play. It'll be Rick Patberg bringing it up against the Ranger man-to-man defense. Steinhardt open on the baseline, can't get the shot away, gets double teamed, looks for help, knifes to the lane, stole by Klimper. Klimper down to Hospiter on the break, he stops, he lays it up, no good. Rebound follows, put up, and no good by Brinkman, and Steinhardt has it for the Raiders. Rangers had 2 chances in close, and neither one dropped, and the Raiders have the rebound now. Steinhardt with the basketball for Southridge. Gives it off to Patberg, lob to Noss. Noss in the lane, puts it up and good. Andy Noss in double figures with 11. 37-24 Raiders. Klimper up. The Raiders in a man-to-man. Works against Patberg. Gets a pick from Hospiter. Now gives it back to Hospiter. Now to Klim. Klim inside to Klimper. Open in the lane. Lays it up and in. He's fouled by Patberg. 37-26. And Klimper can cut it to 10 here as we're nearly a minute into the third quarter. He misses. And Rick Patberg has the rebound. Rick brings it down floor for the Raiders. Bounces it off to Steinhardt on the wing. He's open. He lets it go. It's short. Rebound. Steinhardt has it. It came out long. He takes it down into the corner. Stops. Takes a shot from there. He liked that side better. That one went in. Ron Steinhardt with his 8th point. 39-26. Brinkman. Bounce pass inside to Klim. Reverse layup up and in. Nice play. Baseline by Greg Klim. He gets his 7th point. He answers it right back. 39-28. 6.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Steinhardt lobs for Yoakum. He can't control it. It goes out of bounds to Forest Park. Rangers with a chance to cut it down to 9 now as they trail 39-28 with the basketball. Brinkman with it way outside. Around a pick by Wire. Now he gives it off to Klemper. Klemper looks inside for Clem. Nobody there. Now he drives. Lob stolen by Barnett. Bad pass by Klemper that time. He committed himself too early and he had nobody to give it to. Down the corner, Rick Patberg lets it fly and hits it. Rick Patberg from 16 feet hits it. Now the Raiders get a steal on the inbounds pass and a jump ball. 5:57 on the clock. A tip controlled by Southridge. Patberg with it. We'll set it up with Steinhardt. Steinhardt's open, doesn't want the shot. Back to Patberg from 17. Rims out, no good. Noss with a rebound. Back outside to Barnett. Barnett across the top of the key to Steinhardt. Now to Yoakum underneath, and a foul will be called from behind on Brinkman. Raiders leave and have the basketball. Steinhardt looks for a man inbounds and gets it back to Barnett deep in the backcourt. Now to Patberg in the corner, lob to Noss in the lane, turns, shoots, and scores! Andy Noss with his 13th point, again on a pass from Patberg, 43-28 Raiders. Klemper on the dribble, bounces across the lane to Wire. Wire through the lane, puts it up, and he's hooked by Barnett for the foul. 5:18 to play in the third quarter. Wire balances it, takes it down, puts it up, and hits. 6 points for Chris. He'll have another shot at it. 43-29. Wire with the second one. If he misses it, he'll get another chance. Steinhardt lost his balance and did about everything imaginable trying to catch his balance. He just couldn't do it. So Wire gets the second opportunity, and this time it is good. 7 points for Wire. 43-30. Barnett dribbled off his... Raiders with the basketball. Patberg brings it up floor against Klemper. Bounces it off to Barnett in the corner. Barnett's covered up, lobs it to Noss inside to Yoakum. Yoakum in the lane, gets it away to Steinhardt. Steinhardt now to Patberg. Barnett on the wing, lets it fly from 15. Off the iron, no good. Noss rebound, up and in. Andy Noss with an offensive rebound in the bucket. 15 points for Noss. 45-30, the Raiders lead by 15. Here's Hospital with the basketball. Drives in. Noss picks him up. He gets it up, no good. Rebound Clem, and he's fouled.
It's almost unnoticed. He's just been very smooth. Just takes the ball, puts it right up and in.
Here's Brinkman, stolen away by Barnett. Stolen back by Hospital. Loose on the floor. Who's got it? Last touched by Barnett. Hospital to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it into Brinkman. Brinkman off to Klemper. 4:25 on the clock. Back to Hospital in the corner. Looks for help. Dribbles around Barnett now. Spins inside. 12-footer off the glass is no good. Rebound comes out long off of Barnett. Off of Patberg out of bounds. Into Klemper. Klemper across the top of the key. Double team now to Hospital. Raiders in a zone now. Hospital takes the 12-footer and knocks it home. Keith Hospital with his 4th point this quarter. 45-32. Yoakum with it deep in the corner for the Southridge Raiders. Forrest Park in his zone now. Or nope, man-to-man. Barnett loses it. Gets it up, picks it up, throws it off to Yoakum. And now outside to Patberg. Steinhardt through the lane. Nice through, puts it up, won't drop. Rebound, tipped out of bounds. It goes to Forrest Park off of Andy Noss with 3:42 to play in the quarter. Southridge will play man-to-man defense this time. 3:35 on the clock. Klemper and the Raiders now looks like they're in the zone. Ball back into the zone as Klemper, nearly stolen by Barnett, gets it under Clem, puts it up, and in. He's fouled by 34. The Rangers cut it back to 11 and can make it 10. They've scored 4 straight points, and Clem at the line misses. Rebound comes off to Yoakum for the Raiders. Patberg brings it up for Southridge on the wing of Steinhardt. Steinhardt underneath to Yoakum, works inside, puts it up and in, he's fouled. Now and the Raiders leading scorer now at the line. He has 10 points tonight. He averages 15 on the year. Puts it up and misses. Rebound comes down to Hoffman. Travis Hoffman gives it off to Scott Klimper as we're nearing the 3-minute mark. Klimper sees an opening, drives in, 12-footer, good. Klimper with a good reaction has his 11th point. Cuts it to 11, 47-36 Southridge. Under the 3-minute mark now. Underneath Steinhardt, knifes through, puts it up. It won't go. And for Forest Park comes Ron Wilgus. Steinhardt free throw is up and off the mark to get the second chance. Also into the game for South. Joe Greenwell up, signaling what offense he wants on the next possession. Steinhardt puts the ball up and in and out, no good. Rebound to Clem. Steinhardt misses both ends of the free throws. Southridge 0 for 3 at the line this half. Here's the ball thrown off the glass and hauled in by Park as he knocked it away. Picked up by Yoakum. Yoakum wants to run with it. Down floor to Steinhardt. Steinhardt knifes in on the wing, throws it back to Yoakum. He loses control. It goes out of bounds to Forest Park. Back to Forest Park. 7 Raider turnovers. Forest Park down by 11 with still a chance to bring it to 9. Klimper to Brinkman. Raiders in a zone, I believe. A matchup zone, perhaps. Here's Travis Hoffman with it. Drives in, 10-footer, no good. Rebound to Steinhardt. Ron's having a good night on the boards. He gives it off to Patberg. Patberg on the dribble across the timeline. Now to Hilsmeyer. Back to Patberg. Raiders start to spread the floor here with 2 minutes on the clock. Underneath to Yoakum. He goes down the lane, dishes it back to Steinhardt. Off to Patberg. Underneath to Yoakum. He goes down the lane again. Back outside. Knocked away by Klimper. Picked up by Patberg. Under 2 minutes as Steinhardt goes on the dribble. Works it down the middle of the lane. Gives it off to Patberg. Patberg brings it around the top of the key as the Raiders run the spread with a 11-point lead. Underneath, Steinhardt has it knocked away. It's loose on the floor and picked up by Klimper. Klimper heads down floor, 3-on-3. Underneath to Hospitter, blocked by Patberg. Picked back up by Hospitter. Whistle and a foul. Meyer has the rebound for Southridge. He'll give it off to Patberg, and Rick will bring it up floor with 1:22 to go. Now to Steinhardt. Steinhardt on the dribble. Looks for help, picks up the dribble, looks for Yoakum through the lane, a whistle, and a trip will be called on Clint underneath the basket. It'll be Steinhardt to trigger the inbound pass, 1:10 on the clock. Patberg gets it in the corner, can't get the shot away, so he brings it back outside to Hilsmeyer. Patberg now on the dribble with it, gives it to Steinhardt. Steinhardt works it down the lane, cuts it back outside to Hilsmeyer. Slapped away, stolen by Hospitter to Wilgus. Wilgus underneath, stolen away by Park. Park up to Patberg. They had Yoakum all alone. They didn't see him. 50 seconds left. And Patberg will walk it down floor. Patberg off to Steinhardt. Steinhardt knives through the middle. Back to Patberg. Top of the key for the Raiders. 35 seconds left. Yoakum goes down the lane, muscles it up and in. Todd Yoakum with his 12th point on a drive to the bucket, and we got 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Southridge by 13, 49-36. Wilgus to Winholt. To Hospitter with 18 seconds. Hospitter drives on Hilsmeyer. Back to Winholt with 14. Winholt across the top of the key to Wilgus with 11. Wilgus lobs for Clem. He's open with 8. Puts it up. Oh, no good. Rebound. Hits the floor. Park has it with 3. Brings it out to Patberg with 2. 1. That's the end of the third quarter.
Now's the time to check into First National's.
Start the final quarter. And the tip is controlled by Southridge. Yoakum gives it up to Patberg, and the Raiders bring it down floor to start the quarter. Underneath to Steinhardt. Weaves through the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Yoakum. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Park has the rebound for the Raiders. Back underneath it goes to Patberg. Now to Park again. He drives baseline. Cut off. Back to Yoakum. Yoakum from 16. No good. Rebound Park. Loses it off his foot out. 49-36. Raiders by 13. Same lead that they had at halftime. So all even third quarter for both teams. Travis Hoffman, turnaround jumper is off the mark. He gets his own rebound, goes back up, no good. Rebound and gets it again, back up, no good. Gets it again, and he's fouled by Patberg. Travis Hoffman, 1-1, I believe, or is it 2? First one is up and good, doesn't make any difference. He made it. First point for Travis Hoffman. 49-37 is the score. Hoffman with the second one is good again. So Travis drops in both of them. his first 2 of the night, and the Rangers come out with full court pressure. Up court it comes to Yoakum. Yoakum will drive down the middle, bounce it off to Park. Park works in the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Travis Hoffman. Now to Shannon Hoffman, and down for the Rangers come with a chance to count to 9. 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Here's Travis Hoffman to Shannon Hoffman again, now to Winholt. Winholt across the top of the key to Hoffman. Hoffman bounces inside to Clem. Clem in the middle to Hoffman, blocked by Noss, pulled down by Steinhardt. Here come the Raiders on the run, up floor to Patberg. Patberg lays it up and in. Patberg on the front end of the layup on a break by the Raiders gets his 6th point, 51-38 Southridge. Clem with a basketball, now to Winholt. Winholt guarded by Patberg, takes it baseline, reverse layup, no good. Patberg rebounds. Here come the Raiders 3-on-1, up floor to Steinhardt, lays it up and in. Steinhardt on the break has his 10th point, and Forrest Park will call time. If they see Coach
Store. In the shoe department, save on shoes and boots for
to Wilgus. Wilgus works against Park and picks up one opportunity. Ron sets and fires and hits it. Ron's got a soft touch for a big guy, Dave.
Good shooter, Denny. As you mentioned, a good rotation on the ball.
Puts a lot of rotation on a baseball, too. There's the second one, no good. And Noss hauls it in for Southridge. 6 minutes left to play, and the Raiders lead it 53-39. Steinhardt in the backcourt to Noss underneath. Noss puts it up. It won't go, and he's fouled on the play on the night. He's 1 for 2 from the line. 6'8" junior puts it up. It hits the back of the iron and won't drop. The rebound is tipped around, and Chris Wire hauls it in, and then he travels with it. Chris Wire had to yank it away from
Cost him a travel.
Here's Patberg with the inbounds pass. Bounces it in towards Yoakum, but Wilgus is there to pick it up. Klemper runs down floor in a hurry now for Forrest Park. Dishes it off to Wire. Lob for Clem. Clem catches it in the lane, puts it up. No good. He's fouled by Park. Park will leave for Patberg now. Rick Patberg back in the game, and Phil Park gets a nice hand from the crowd. He works hard out there, Dave. You never say that Phil Park ain't hustling.
That's very true.
There's the free throw by Clem, and it'll drop through this time. And Greg has struggled at the line tonight. He's got 10 points now. He's in double figures. He's 4 out of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 out of 10 for Clem. He's much better than that, and he hits the second one. 11 points now for Clem, and it's 53-41. Southridge by 12. Patberg hurries it down floor, now spins it back outside to his brother Rick. Rick off to Noss in the corner, now to Steinhardt. Steinhardt back to Patberg. Patberg directs the traffic, lobs in the middle of Noss, back outside to Yoakum. Yoakum in the lane, throws it away. And Gary Duncan.
Over 5 minutes remaining and a 12-point deficit.
Rangers get it inbounds to Wire. Wire to Klemper. Klemper on the bounce to Wilgus. Wilgus lobs inside for Shannon Hoffman. He turns, shoots over Noss, and it's short. The rebound comes off to Patberg, and he's in a forest. He turns it around, comes down floor, lobs it up floor to Steinhardt underneath to Yoakum. Yoakum up and in. He's fouled by Hoffman. Good break that time by the Raiders once they got out of the clearing. Play. He has 14 on the night, and if he hits here, he'll have his average for the year, and he misses. The rebound to Chris Wire. Southridge and Forrest Park, neither one putting on a free throw clinic here tonight. Wilgus pulls it out and gives it off to Klemper. Klemper on the dribble, gets a pick from Wire, takes a 12-footer, no good. Rebound Steinhardt. Steinhardt heads it up floor to Patberg. Patberg fills the lane down the middle of Yoakum. Yoakum reverse layup, up and in. The Raiders get the break, and Yoakum has 16 on the pass from Patberg. 57-41 Raiders. 4.5 minutes to play. Hoffman stole by Patberg. Here comes Ron down floor, lays it up and in. Ron Patberg with a steal on the bucket. He has 8 and 4.
With courses designed to meet the needs of today's student.
Best friend is your Kelly man.
Get a good deal on the good Kelly line. Kelly Springfield, we're out to change America's tires.
4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Rangers with the basketball. Wire from 12 won't go, and again Steinhardt has the rebound. He looks for Patberg and the outlet pass, but the Raiders slow it down this time. Inside it goes to Yoakum. Noss in the lane, spins, shoots, scores, Andy Noss with his 17th point on the pass from Yoakum. 61-41. The Raiders' 20-point lead is their biggest. Here's Wilgus, pump fake, back outside to Klemper. Klemper to Wilgus again. Back to Klemper. The Raiders pack the defense back inside the lane. Wilgus tries to move on Steinhardt, works it around, blocked by Steinhardt, pulled down by Wilgus, back up by Wilgus, no good. Klim rebounds, and he's fouled as he comes down on top of Patberg. Really, Patberg had no...
He looks to be okay, Denny.
The 20-point lead. Free throw by Winholt is good. He's got 4 points now. Rangers have not had a field goal in this quarter, Dave.
6 free throws, the total extent of Forest Park scoring so far in the fourth quarter.
Second one is home again by Winholt. He has 5. 61-43 Southridge with the ball. Throws it away. Yoakum will not be able to catch it. The Rangers will get it back as Todd goes 3 rows deep into the crowd in the orange section. 61 ball, drives the lane, dips it off to Wilgus. Wilgus pump fake, blocked by Yoakum, and it goes out of bounds. Todd spiked it. It took one bounce and went to the Forest Park bench. Looked like a nice set.
Really good volleyball spike that time.
61-43. Stolen inbounds pass by Steinhardt. Up to Patberg on the break. Rick controls it, spins it back up. 143. Raiders still on top, and Forest Park with the ball. Brinkman has it, or excuse me, Hospiter has it. Now he gives it off to Hoffman. Travis back to Hospiter. Hospiter tries to work inside. Now gives it away to Wilgus. Wilgus to Hoffman. Dribbles through the lane, puts it up, blocked by Noss, picked up by Hilsmeyer on the break. Hilsmeyer to Yoakum, knocked away by Klimper, and you get a lot more results that way. 61-43, Raiders with the basketball and an 18-point lead. Patberg penetrates to Steinhardt. They run play number 2, they say. Patberg to Yoakum. Yoakum underneath to Hilsmeyer, knocked away, fouled by Hilsmeyer. We'll see if he can knock the lid off the free throw line, and he does it. 0 for 6 this half for Southridge. 61-43. Wilgus with the basketball, back out top to Klimper. Klimper around the Steinhardt pick, puts it up off the glass, shovel shot no good. Patberg rebounds, Raiders on the fast break. Steinhardt and Yoakum. Yoakum bounce pass underneath, puts it up and in.
Be knocked away.
Yoakum with a chance to stretch it to a 21-point lead, and the Raiders are still 0 from the free throw line this half. 0 for 7 now, 0 for 8.
7 this half, but they missed their last 8. They missed their last one in the first half.
63-43, Southridge by 20 again with 2:05 on the clock. Hospiter outside to Wilgus. Wilgus now to Klimper. Klimper across the top of the key will slow things down and set up the offense. Winholt to Wilgus. Wilgus looks underneath to Klimper. Klimper picked up by Steinhardt. Will put up a 10-footer and miss it. Patberg will rebound. The Raiders come out on the run. Patberg down to the baseline, back outside, gives it to Steinhardt, lobbed in the middle to Yoakum. Yoakum turns, shoots, no good, and a foul. Got 2 tries to do it. Yoakum puts it on the way, and he missed it.
7 of 19 as a team. They were 7 of 10.
7 of 19. Andy Noss comes out with a good hand. He deserves it. He's got 17 points tonight, 1 shy of his game high, of his career high. Todd Yoakum, let's see if the Raiders do make a free throw this half. 1:31 to play. Yoakum's second one is good. 19 points for Yoakum, and the Raiders finally hit a free throw. Up floor it comes to Winholt. Winholt down to the floor, loses it, picks it up, out of bounds. It goes to the Raiders. Kelly Olinger will come in now. Full of rebounds, Dave. He did a great job on the boards tonight.
Excellent job, Denny. One of his best rebounding nights of his career.
Raiders with the basketball with 1:20 on the clock as Patberg brings it up floor. Gives it to Yoakum out on the wing. Now outside to Park. Park has it fly through his hands as Winholt picks it up, heads for the basket, lays it up, blocked by Yoakum, and it will go. Called goaltending on.
Ironic, Denny, that he'd miss 15 shots in a row and then get one on a goaltend.
That one didn't go in yet. They didn't have one drop in the cylinder yet, but it still counts. Here's Patberg down floor to Park. Park double team, back to Patberg, 15-footer, good. Rick Patberg in double figures with 10. He's the 4th Raider to hit double figures. 55 seconds left. It's 66-45 Southridge. Shannon Hoffman to the baseline, bounces underneath to his brother Travis, and Travis puts it in. And he has his 4th point of the night. Yoakum hooked from behind by Wilgus, and he'll go to the line to shoot. A 1-and-1.
That's different from the norm because Hillsmeyer in particular has been a good scorer off the bench.
Here's the free throw by Yoakum. It's good, and he's got his 20th point of the evening. And the Raiders have hit 2 free throws in a row.
Breaking an 0 for 9 spell.
Yoakum's second one is home again. He's got 21 points. 9 of them here in the final quarter. 68-47 Raiders with 35 seconds left to play. Down inside it goes to Travis Hoffman. He spins, puts it up and in. Travis Hoffman with 6 points. 68-49 Raiders. Hillsmeyer on the dribble, gives it back up to Tom Barnett. Barnett works it across the timeline, gets double teamed, drives inside, looks for help from Yoakum and gets it. 18 seconds left to Barnett with 15. Barnett drives the middle, lays it off to Park. Park up and in. Nice pass from Barnett to Park. Park with his 4th point. 7 seconds left. Here comes Forrest Park with 4. Windholz with 3. 15